Alright, hello everyone. Please ignore that coughing. I don't know how to explain that. And if you hear anything in the background, that is just my TV. Please ignore that. This is the first time, and probably last, depending on if I like how this video turns out, that you'll hear my voice. And, I'd probably want to keep it that way. I don't know what to talk about at the moment, since there isn't much interesting things in my life to talk about. So I'll just yap on about my opinions, headcanons, and AUs that I have. Since I have nothing else to do, and the one time I did try to record with a friend, I have found out that screen recording does not like it when I do that. Because it completely just muted both of our voices. So I just have that random video sitting around. It's probably gonna stay that way, to be honest. I don't care enough to fix it. Don't think I can fix it. But, I guess I'll go ahead and start since I don't have anything else to do. So the first AU I kind of want to talk about, I have nothing against him, per se. It's just the fact that my headcanons for him are mixed. I'm pretty sure you know him. A lot of you may or may not love him. Our forgetful rat, Inc. Again, nothing against him. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with my headcanon for him. One headcanon that I have that a friend liked and thought was funny and somewhat apparently accurate is I imagine ink just eats art supplies. Pencils, well, color pencils, crayons, paint, markers. He shouldn't eat it. But who's gonna stop him? Dream? He ain't gonna do anything. Also, it just seems very funny. Like, you just walk into the doodle spear, catch him just straight up eating crayons. That'd be funny. And I am so sorry if I just pause a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. It's also pretty hard to talk and draw in my case, because I'm just used to being quiet while drawing, and I do realize that in my videos I don't talk at all. Though that's probably for personal reasons, due to the fact I kind of think my voice is boring and not fun to listen to. And I'm just existing. I don't expect anyone to actually watch these videos. Most of my subscribers are my friends anyways. But for the people who do, at least take a chance to look at my videos, thank you. But besides that, back to the headcanon. Start yapping for a minute. Whoopsie. But I can, oh, that's not the right layer. I can also imagine ink being like pretty sure almost everyone agrees on this, that he is pretty flexible. And imagine you're just asleep one night. You get to go get water, because water at late hours just hits different. But we all know that. And then in the corner of your eye, you just see something skeet up the wall. You turn the light. You see that little paint freak on your wall moving like a spider. Honestly, bro could just have my house at that point. Like, just take the keys. I'm not gonna try and get you down. That's a risk I'm not willing to take. Also, I don't know if anyone watching this video couldn't, well, pretty obvious that my channel is mainly going to be centered around Undertale things, since that's my main fandom. But I do want to try making other art. Oh crap! And draw other things. But for now, this will be my main focus. Also, I don't know if you can tell, this is not a voiceover. This is not a pre-recorded video. This is a live time, just recording. Mainly because I have nothing else to do right now, and I felt like drawing because I haven't done it in a while. This is just what I'm doing today. Okay, I'm trying to think of any headcanons I have for ink. I know I have a few, besides Terrifyingly Flexible and Eats Art Supplies. Alright. I actually have a story about ink, because this involved him a few years back. So I'm not going to say the website, let alone why I was on it. It was nothing bad, trust me. Distrust. But I was just minding my own business one day reading something online, and then I get a small notification, and it's like, hey, do you know how tall ink is? And they asked me that because my account name at the time was ink, and Pinterest and the many picture drawings of ink you could find on there was also a drawing of ink. And I said, yeah, I know how tall he is. And they're like, and we basically go back and forth saying, oh, he could pass as an ant, oh, he could pass as a toddler. And then this comes into conversation. I am actually concerned for this person now. They said if anyone was shorter than ink, they'd sell their soul to Nightmare. A few, maybe a week or maybe a year after that incident, their account was removed from the website. Like, there were no other conversations between me and that person. Their account was just gone. And it was terrifying because for some reason, my dumb little brain was convinced, oh my god, Nightmare actually took their soul. They're dead. I hope they're fine. Yeah, ink possibly was the main cause of someone losing their soul. So, I just thought that was funny. That's all I really have to say about Nick now that I think about it. So I guess we can move on to other AUs. Okay, I don't know what the heck I'm drawing. That looks terrible. But anyways. Oh right, I brought up his height for a reason. Never mind, I'm not done talking about Ink. I also imagine him being a little bit taller than 3'8". Cause that is just like actually sad. Hell, that's depressing. Like, yeah, you look at everyone else, they're taller than you. The one person who's shorter than you, a 3-foot tall puppet. Yeah. That is just sad. So, I wanted to make him at least an average height. I'm not drawing him right now, but I do headcanon him as having an average height instead of his horrendously short height. Oh right, I was zoning out again. I thought there was something else I wanted to say. I am so sorry for the long videos. I don't have an app to edit, so I'm not really able to edit these videos down much. And you'll mainly just be hearing my voice because, well, I don't know how to put music in the background because I think I'd have to edit that in. So until I learn how to do that, you are just getting my voice or just pure silence. I don't know how long I want this video to be. Sorry, like 11 minutes long. So, if I decide to cut it down, well, which I probably won't, depending on how much I yap. But I guess that's all I really have to say about the videos being really long. I can talk about the other AUs later. I kind of just want to focus on the ones I have, because they're just silly. So one of the AUs I'm going to bring up, I'm not going to draw him yet, but one of the many AUs I have, I named him Mochi, which sounds like a name you give to a cat, but I digress. Mochi, wait, sorry, let me do something quick. I'm sure everyone has at least heard or seen some videos about this game. It's called Bonnie's Bakery, and that's actually what she's inspired from. He's also inspired from Dead Plate, but I don't really like Dead Plate as much as I do Bonnie's Bakery. I don't hate the game, just not a personal favorite. And originally, Mochi was just supposed to be a normal AU, nothing bad going on. Until I was on a call with a friend one time and I mentioned Mochi. And Mochi went from just a little short tempered baker who interacts with AUs on a daily basis to a cannibalistic AU who bakes and then turns people who are rude or just rude customers in general just into sweets. I don't know how we got from point A to point B, but things escalated really quickly. And ironically, I liked it enough to keep it. So yeah, here's his permanent character. Well, permanent until I decide I don't like it anymore and choose to change it. God, I hate drawing next. Well, I hate drawing a lot of things, technically. And most of the time when I make AUs, one of my friends who I don't think he watches these videos, but if he does, hey dude, you know who you are. But if not, then never mind about that. But most of the time when I make an AU, he makes one or vice versa. I'm not going to mention any of his AUs here because I kind of want to get his permission before I do that. So for now, he's just gonna he will stay anonymous, and so will his AUs. That does not look right. There. And another AU of mine. This one is a personal favorite and also someone who might get mentioned, or at least I'll finish his drawing in a different video. I named him Binary, and I want to get into the backstories of my AUs later at some point. Today is not that day and not that point, but it will happen soon. But I just felt like bringing him up. He has no inclusion in this video, unfortunately. I just want to talk about mainly AUs who I deem as neutral or just silly little guys. And I am completely free to draw any AU anyone has in mind, as long as I can find a good reference for them, or there's the description of the character, I can draw them. Though please do know that what I can draw is very limited. Anyways, moving on from that. Another one of my AUs. Trying to think. Oh, okay. Right. My lovely librarian neat freak, Maple. Maple does not have any factors like, oh, he has like maple syrup, or oh, he drinks maple syrup. No, he just called that because it was the first thing that came to mind. I really need to stop doing that though, so I might make him drink maple syrup. This guy is in a trio of entity hunters. I'm gonna keep the entity trio, or termination trio as I call them. Description very short and brief. There are 3 different ranks, each belonging to a different trio member, and each will. Okay, so you have like a Wendigo or something. One member will either just render it unconscious, or terminate it. Maple, who is mainly in charge of this trio, will then store the soul and body of said Wendigo or any other creature inside a book, and then he stores all those books inside a library. That's mainly all he does. And the same friend, whose name again I won't mention, he shipped one of his. Well, no, I'm not gonna mention ships. Never mind. I'm dropping the topic. Shouldn't have brought it up. I might have to cut that out of the video. But I guess that's it about Maple, really. Again, there's not much to talk about when it comes to my characters. I want to try and keep this brief, because I still do kind of have things to do, but also don't at the same time. Also, please bear with me if my art style changes a lot. It is constantly changing, like it cannot stay consistent at all. So bear with me, please. Also, my name may be changing every so often, or just very often. That is mainly because I'm still trying to find a name that I like and think fits me the best. This one is temporary and may not be permanent. And I might do another Dandy's World video, but I have since learned that screen recording does not allow me to speak and play Dandy's World, so my mic won't be heard. So that's a bummer. Okay, I keep getting off topic. I need to stop doing this. So I guess this video is just me yapping, I guess, since I can't stay on topic for the life of me. Might need to erase these later. Well, next, buggies. And please bear with me if my characters' outfits all look the same. I'm still working on making sure each of them look different, because I am, well, I wouldn't say new to digital art, just still trying to get the hang of it and find my art style while doing digital art. And quick fun fact for anyone who is still listening to me yap this late on in the video, the first profile picture of the channel that I had when my account name was still Mr. Phobia was a drawing I made of a version of Dream I made for a multiverse. I have since scrapped said multiverse, but I thought it was a little fun fact. Also, I really liked the profile picture at the time. I still do like it, just not as much as before. Okay, I feel like there's one last thing I want to say, because I'm not sure if I'll end the video once I finish this drawing. Well, doodle, technically. Or if I'll just keep yapping and draw a bit more. So I guess we just move on to random stories, headcanons, and still talk about AUs. Because I, again, have nothing else to do. So, one AU who I think deserves an honorable mention in this video is the AU who got me into the, well, AUs technically, who got me into this dang fandom. One of them I am very, very ashamed about the fact that I seen this before I realized the controversy behind it. And then another one which is just completely fine but has some very questionable people drawing art of it. The first one, the one who actually deserves an honorable mention, the other is a dishonorable mention, is Dreamtale. And please forgive me if I pronounce the name right. Joku Blogs. If I said the name wrong, please forgive me. I just cannot speak. But Dreamtale was actually the first AU, well, one of the first AUs I seen that got me into this fandom in the first place. This fandom has me in a chokehold, and it refuses to let go. And every single time I make a new multiverse or just think of one, I'm like, the first thought that comes to mind is, what are Dream and Never going to be in this multiverse? And if so, do I want to make a new design for them? Most of the time, the answer is yes to both those. But if it is a no, it doesn't leave my mind. Are they my favorite AUs? Yes, but they aren't a top favorite. I'd say Dream and Nightmare at like 4 and 5. 4 is Dream, 5 is Nightmare. Again, I don't hate them. It's not a top favorite. The top favorite spot goes to Less Than Gino and Reaper. And I feel like people would, at least a few people would look at me weird when I say that Les is a favorite AU. It's not for the reasons some people would think. I just don't think he gets much appreciation. Because when you think about it, he is heavily stereotyped into just a very small column. And I don't like that. He deserves better. And the reason I like Gino, I don't know. I just think he's very silly. Same with Reaper. I just think they're very silly, and that's why I like them. And now the dishonorable mention of this video, no real hate, no hate to the creator. I understand this was, I think it was a while ago. I can't exactly remember. But if this does cause controversy, I might have to, well, I doubt it would. But if this causes problems at some point later in life, I might have to delete this video. If any one of you have been in the Undertale community or haven't but still heard of it, I'm pretty sure you all have heard or seen PJ Staker before. It was also one of the many things that got me into the fandom. but that was years ago when I was a lot younger. And sometimes I still think back to it just because, I don't know, my brain just loves to say, hey, remember when you thought this was really good? But I admire people who can make comics. That's something I want to do. If I do end up making one, there's a very high chance I'll post it. I'll post it here. No, crab almost erased that. But there's also a very high chance that I won't. I mean, it's not like I have anywhere else to post it, but I'm just not confident about it. Also, I do plan to do voice acting. I, again, am not confident in my skills for it, so that may also not get posted here at all. But I may want to do bloopers just of me failing to do so, just for fun. Because why not? Wait, what line is this on? Okay. I'm pretty sure you'll see that. I don't know where that line above the socket came from, and I don't feel like switching to multiple different layers to erase it, so that's just staying there for now. It's just staying there. Also, sorry if you just heard me adjusting my headphones. It's really uncomfortable. No. Anyways, I guess I can stop talking now. I have nothing else to say. And I'm gonna keep it brief for you. I don't even know who I'm drawing. This is just a random. Again, it's just a random doodle. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. I don't know how to do outros, and I probably never will. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'll have to keep y'all here for a little bit if you haven't already left yet. If any of you care enough or just feel like it, if you have a name idea for the or possible backstory idea for the AU I'm drawing, please feel free to leave in the comments. And who knows, maybe I'll just give them to you, because why not? I already have way too many AUs anyways. But once I'm done calling this in, thank you for listening to me yap. Sorry, my voice is very boring. This is my first time like recording a video like this. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll try to be less random next time, but besides that, thank you for caring enough to even click on this. It means a lot. Alright, that was too long of a pause, but I'll just see y'all next time.